Hi, welcome to my channel. My name's Miss Wangoi Mwithathi, and on today's episode, we will be talking about top investment ideas for beginners in 2025, of course, without a big capital. Stay tuned. The first investment idea would be micro investing capital. These are platforms that allow you to invest in small amounts of money. They round up everyday purchases and invest the difference. Install apps or use apps that allow you to invest small amounts of money once in a while or anytime you have access to money. The good thing about this is they are very beginner friendly, so it is easy for anyone to try it out or to start because they require very minimal funds. So they are perfect if you have minimal or small capital. Even students nowadays, I tell, even as young as 20, 19, 18, 16, you can invest in this. Another thing that makes them great is they have a low entry cost and they are easy to automate. Nowadays, everyone is we are talking about automating our accounts. It makes things easier for us. It saves us time and money. Initially, they have limited returns, but with time, that can change. So just because you feel like you have a low amount of money, don't feel like you closed out or you can't invest in anything. There's always something for everyone. Just take your time and find out what works best for you according to the money you have or the money you can acquire. My second point is invest in digital real estate, things like domains and websites. This can be things like buying domain names that increase in value or even creating new domain names. Also, you can purchase undervalued domain names that have a potential to grow. So you need to have an eye for this kind of thing. The beauty about this digital real estate is they increase in value over time. In the beginning, you might not see the benefits, but with time, this means invest in this kind of things if you're patient, because it takes time. They have a passive income potential. There's a high probability they will create a source of income for you. Problem is, market and demand can be unpredictable sometimes, but if managed well, it can yield great profits for you. Another great investment for beginners is invest in fractional shares. Nowadays, we no longer go for like a whole share or for it's things are becoming easier, which gives you no excuse for you not to invest. So you can always invest in a fraction of a share, especially those shares that are really expensive. You can just like purchase a fraction of it. This allows you to own a portion of a stock rather than buying a full share. Some shares can be extremely expensive on the higher side, which makes it hard for a beginner. But when they allow for you to get a fraction of it, you see now they are enabling or they are able to accommodate average people. This is great because it makes investments in high value companies more accessible to the kawaida mwananchi or to the common person. It is diversified and it makes it easier for you to access high value stocks. We all want to own high value stocks. I want to own high value stocks. So I'll take it upon myself to invest in this fractional shares in 2025. Who's with me? Well, this kind of shares, you can purchase them through brokerages or brokerage app. Problem is they have less control over full shares. But I think this is a great method for a beginner to start with. Another way a beginner can invest in 2025 is in ETFs, especially ETFs that are focused on future trends. We are looking at the future. ETFs are exchange traded funds. These are pooled investments that offer diversified exposure to assets. For example, technology and green energy. These are the future. Technology is becoming a big thing, and green energy. Choose ETFs that invest in emerging sectors. You know, those companies that are coming up, those companies that have potential. Choose those kinds of ETFs. The beauty about ETFs is they spread risk across many stocks, making it safer for beginners. Money is not put in one thing. So even if one thing fails, at least the rest, they're still working. That's one advantage of investing in ETFs. It has a broad market exposure and has a lower risk than individual stocks. Well, for some people, they might say it has lower returns, but with all this potential for growth, you never know. So if you're a big risk taker, then this is for you. The next great investment for a new beginner in 2025 is P2P, peer-to-peer lending. I thought about this once, but I'm not a very big high risk taker, so I let it slide. I allow the udugus of risk taking to embrace this platform. P2P lending is where it allows individuals to loan people money without using a bank. This way, you earn high interest in return. That's how you make your money. The interests are high, but the risk for me is high. You can use P2P apps to lend small amounts of money to people. And by doing this, you earn interest. It is also another way of creative passive income, and it has potentially high return rates. But the risk of the borrower defaulting is very high. And that's why you'll hear people say, oh, I took a loan and I'm actually not even paying it because they didn't take it from a bank. So when you think about the person who's doing this business, you feel sorry for them. So you have to be very careful and you have to lend out very small amounts of money. And as I said earlier, this is great for risk takers. So if you're not a risk taker, don't indulge in this kind of investment. Go for something else that's a bit safer for you and for your money. Another great investment for beginners is investing in skills and online courses. We are talking about skills every day. Learn a skill. Use the money you have to pay for a course. Learn something. Don't just be watching stuff and you're not learning anything from it. Take advantage of the free information that is actually available to you. Learn a skill. Put money into a course and be trained to do something. Remember, when you're good at something, people will actually pay money for you to do something for them, but as long as you're great at it. Learning a skill boosts your earning potential. Try and find skills that are on demand and learn something, a thing or two about those kind of skills. Look at what pays the best. Find something that works for you. Earn money. Find something that will bring you money. Enhance skills equals to higher paying opportunities. So take advantage of these kind of things. Invest in online courses. When you invest in an online course or a skill, it gives you an increased future income potential. Because nowadays, bosses, that's the kind of the recruitment companies, that's what they look for. It's no longer about you having a degree or whatever. They're also trying to figure out what other skill do you have? What more do you bring to the table? So if you have something different, that's an added advantage for you. The only downside about this is that you have to put in time and effort. But I think that's something we all can, if we plan ourselves, that's something we can be able to do. But the beauty of it is they can have long-term financial payoffs. A skill is something someone cannot take from you. You can do that thing, especially if you get to be able to do something you love. You can do it as long as you want, and as soon as you perfect it, that means more money for you. Become great at doing something and watch your wealth grow. That's an investment right there. Invest in yourself. My last point on investments for beginners would be in crypto savings accounts. Cryptocurrencies. Where? I love crypto. I like all this digital stuff that's coming. I'm embracing it, but sometimes it can be a bit too fast. Anyway, back to you. Having a crypto savings account allows you to invest in crypto. It allows you to deposit cryptocurrency and earn interest. This is more like the old form of accounts, but now with crypto. Open a crypto savings account with a small deposit. But if you have a lot of money, you can just, put it there. But we are talking about small startups. So open an account, a crypto account with small savings. They have higher interest rates unlike the normal accounts that we normally have. Their accounts have high interest rates. They have high returns, but they have high risk at the same time due to crypto market volatility. So this makes it great for people who are open-minded. I like to think of myself to be an open-minded type of person. So this is great for those type of people. And it's another great way of creating a passive income. Well, that's it for us today. If you'd like to see more videos like this, like and subscribe, and you'll be notified once we upload another new video. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.